So, I thought I was going to do 3 pieces, but I'm only going to do 2, because I can't find this 3rd poem I was going to do. But that's okay. It's an old, kind of still in the process working on a poem. But I do have a relatively new poem for you tonight, entitled Silent Screams. And Silent Screams was a technique that I kind of learned back in high school in drama class. Is I think because you just want to get all that out of you, because there's just so much and kind of weird things going on in the world, and there's awfully with today's crazy world going out there that we hear about every day through your social media news feeds and the media, the traditional stuff, radio, television, TV, newspapers, magazines, all that stuff. Well, there's all kinds of things out there that make you want to go, including obscene salaries for professional athletes, strained relationships, overplayed songs on the radio, Gaza, depression, cancer, flat tires, library fines, computer malware, diagnostic procedure waiting lists, boring reality TV, the rampant abuse of technology under the guise of convenience, the equally quick disappearance of manual skills, all of these first world problems that the second and the third world will eventually experience. Pain! My silent screams allow me to forget temporarily. Now, attempting to present something of Halloween-ish, I found an old ghost story of mine. Thank you. Let's see if this is scary enough. It's entitled, Who Wants to Be a Ghost? I never expected this. I was alone, waiting for somebody to come and visit me in my hospital room, when from somewhere below me I heard the chattering of unfamiliar voices, an overcrowded conversation of laughing, singing, feeling good about themselves people. Relaxing, I let their words sink in, though what they said made no sense to me. I wasn't worried. I didn't care. But then, holy shit! Somebody screamed, followed by the loud sound, close sound of a car crash. I shivered slightly from a sudden wind, most likely coming in through the open window, and then I sensed I was no longer in the room. Somehow the open space around me seemed dark and lonesome. I could have been spiraling into a void for all I knew, so I asked myself a question. What am I doing here? No answer came to my head. It was like my brain had registered nothing. Then I remembered thinking, I can hear distinctly some sweet music, an exotic foreign melody, so light and airy, and it was calling out for me. Abruptly, that ended, as then I began to hear the sharp grinding of metal on metal, a vicious cacophony of creaks and groans mingled together with scattered shrieks of human dialogue, as if they were frantically searching. I went to the party knowing just about everybody there. They danced, they loved, I ate. And while I walked about in the subdued darkness of their shadows, I watched the girl of my dreams in my heart party it up with them. Oh, how I loved her. How I wanted to love her more than anybody. But a burning question remained in my mind. How does she feel about me? And after all that grinding subsided, I noticed how abnormal my breathing became. It was shallow, erratic, and coarse. Having lain down while that Metallica orchestra played on in between my ears, I thought it best to get up and walk around so that the nerves of my legs didn't shrivel up and die. In the stream of warm, faint light, I stopped and looked at my hands. The sickly pallor worried me, and the stiffness made it barely tolerable to move. I didn't crack my knuckles, as I was akin to do when wanting to relax, nor could I snap my fingers. I never really could do that anyways. Won't mention it now. All over, I went numb and cold. I was scared. I started to seek reassurance that everything would be all right. Oh, if only I could be with. But I didn't say. God, what's happening to me? Why am I like this? I asked the ceiling. Weakened by my outburst, I lay down again, quivering at my suspicions. Oh, I have never felt so good coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning. In fact, I've never come home at 3 before. It was a long drive home down those back roads. I must have fallen asleep because I don't remember it. I dreamt about the party, though, letting fantasy get the better of me as usual. That party, my would-be maiden descent into vice, drink, and sex, but instead, late-night TV. Temptation flowed like wine that night. I nearly had my swig for Mitt's neck, for Mitt's heavy bottle, with the girl of my dreams, the girl I loved so much in my heart. She was there, unfortunately not in my arms, but at least my view. My excited, bulging eyes were locked on that sweet target of a girl all night. Those voluptuous curves of a young, flesh-pleasure goddess. Her spiky hair grew two beautiful, clear blue, swimming pool deep eyes, along with her sweetly exotic, melodic voice, and a bone-soothing laugh for all of my terrible jokes. I was craving, craving! I yearned, I desired for just a touch, a taste, a slight sampling, a partaking of the goods, so to speak, when that damn hostess promptly told me to be quiet as she ran past me in hot pursuit of some other crazed fool with a pocket camera. Blackout. Flashback. Our car holding onto the road steadily, properly, with the other car racing down the highway at a phenomenal high speed, its headlights beamed straight as a night's lance, coming charging right towards us. Oh shit! Somebody screams, followed by that loud, up-close sound of a car crash. I'm frightened all over again as I see the scene. The rescuers with their large metal tools grinding into the body of the wreck, frantically searching for survivors in the 2 cars, set aside for whatever reason. I shiver slightly with the oncoming breeze from behind myself as I ask, who wants to be a ghost? Accompanied by the groaning, lonesome, moaning wind through the grove of roadside trees, the answer finally comes to my head. Not me. Thank you. Wow.